Hi traders, welcome to the full market analysis. This is Chris. Hope you are well from the tradingmentors.com. We've got some new members in the VIP, so just introducing myself, being very polite. So some of you have the gold on steroids settings and the software, so congratulations. Some of you have made a ton of money today, and I hope it's you. Now, we did limit our target here, didn't we, on 269 pips to 26.50, giving us a nice 3.43 risk to reward. One of the things that I would say, and I say here on YouTube live now, so if you're not subscribe on YouTube, and then whenever I go live you'll get notification via email usually, so look out for that. So the rules are very straightforward. Buy when all is green, sell when all is red. Look out for level 3 signals. Level 3 signals appear, they're actually quite small, but nonetheless you can see them. Level 3 is the strongest of all trends and the most powerful trend that you can get. Level 2s are weak sells. Level 1s are pretty much sideways, I would ignore those. But 3s are the ones you want to look for. I don't mind what time frame you use. You can use the 5 minute. You can use the 3 minute. You can use the 2 minute. Wait for it to load. There you go. You can use the 1 minute. I don't mind. Whatever you want to choose, you can choose it once you have the settings and the software. Very straightforward to use. Whenever you see a sell signal, sell. Whenever you see a buy signal, ignore it because it's in a downtrend. Everything has to be red. That is the key. And there's your trailing stop on the 1 minute. Get it so far? All right, so great news. So what we're going to do is put this into YouTube every day. And just for your information, whenever we see the price in between the green and the red, then of course that's consolidation. If we see the price go green on all fronts, then that's a buying opportunity. And if you get the number 3, do not ignore it. It is going to be a big move. And there's probably 200 or 300 pips. Oh, there 330 pips there. So congratulations to you. All the links are on YouTube in the description if you want to download the charts. Great value for money. You make money instantly, and if like what you've done today, a great value indeed. So let's go into the markets and see what is going on. I'm waiting for the yens, and the yens look like they're getting very ready indeed. But let's do the DXY first. Bullish, as we can see. So bullish, this means you're buying the US dollar. And we'd have a massive target here of 115.12. As mentioned on the weekly Forex forecast. I did expect it to pull back at some stage, and it still might do that. You can see the downtrend here as previous to the elections, but the elections have caused the dollar to rally, as you can see. Now the yen futures is looking red hot, and we have a lovely falling wedge here, but I do need to see this broken first before I put any more positions. I do have a short on the pound yen. That's the only one I've got so far, but I prefer to see this break first and everything to go green. Then I will, once we see this kind of thing going on, then this means that there's going to be some very big moves going south on the yen pairs. So look out for that. They are getting ready. I'll cover those in the next few minutes. As mentioned, the weekly Forex forecast, the Swiss franc futures dictates where the franc pairs go. These ones down here. And at the moment, we're seeing weakness in the Swiss franc futures. And I think it will continue into a wave 5 exhaustion phase. And so we're going to get maybe a pullback to a 50% retracement. A 11716 is an interesting number, maybe even slightly lower than that before it goes to 11149. Could reverse, could change trends, of course, but we do need to see clarity and confirmation. I need to see this broker out here and then more confirmation. But so far, weakness is the order of the day. The Nasdaq is strong, of course, as mentioned. It could be moving into a wave 5 exhaustion phase, but I would ignore that for now. I think this is bullish. It's in the rising wedge and will continue probably. Next target 22,926. Similar situation for the Dow Jones index. possibly moving into a wave 5. Now, just to explain what we need to see in a wave 5 is not just the number, but we do need to see a pattern of an ABC formation. So once we've got that, then we can actually start to go short. But this is definitely long, and heading for the next target, 48,645. Gold is short, as we know. I mentioned this yesterday. Could be a big move here. I think there is going to be a pullback, probably to 27 again in the next few days, which is great. We'll get in there on the gold on steroids, so look out for that. But I think then we're looking at a target of 25.38, somewhere around there. So look out for that. This is going to be a lot of fun, actually. Euro dollar has gone parabolic to the downside. It has broken the previous pattern, as we can see. And then this targets, what is that number? Let's have a look. 10096. That is your target. Parabolic, yes it is. Oscillator pointing down, yes it is. So this is highly likely to continue to 10096. Have a look at the pound. I haven't seen this for a while. I'm not trading the pound USD. I think this may reverse. So as we can see, there's a long-term trend upwards on this, and it's hitting the support lines. So I'm going to wait and see how that goes. Aussie USD, this is not parabolic. US Swiss is parabolic to the upside, as you can see, now moved above the 50 on the RSI, so that's looking strong. So we have a target of 90.53, so you can buy that at any stage. For me, I'm waiting for this wave 3 to kick in. There is going to be a pullback down to about 86.50 before we go to 90.53, so I'm going to wait for that pullback. US yen, I've got something on here. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a wedge, rising wedge. If that gets broken, then this is going to target 140.60. But we need weaker dollar to drive this down, or an exceptionally strong yen futures. Congratulations on the move to 851 pips. Pound Aussie to the downside. I'm not convinced of this. This is parabolic. Oh, it was. It's not. It isn't. It was parabolic. Now it's not. So we'll have to wait for this to pan out. New Zealand Canadian. I mentioned this at the weekend, and we have an unusual situation here where we have a head and shoulders pattern. I'm not quite convinced of that, to be fair, and I think this is going to be go into a wave 4 formation if it doesn't break down on that neckline. So I think this is going to move up to 86 in the next week or so. Either way, we don't mind. If it breaks down, it's going to go down to 79.40, but it's an interesting chart. Euro Swiss, I've got this. Oh yeah, Euro Swiss. There's a lot of fun. The triangle formation needs to be broken, basically. Very simple. Aussie Swiss, waiting for a breakdown on this one to continue the downtrend. I need this trend line to be broken. Once it does, it heads for 53.42. Some nice charts, some very pretty charts going on. The Swiss franc, sorry, the Swiss yen, I should say. I'm waiting for the yen futures to go strong before I get in. I did post this into the signals room if you fancy that. It's a nice big move, 994 pips if you fancy a nice big profit. New Zealand yen. Again, I want to see these formations broken before anything, but we do have a fantastic target, 82.74, which is another 900 pips. We don't trade yens very often, but when they are ready, and they will move. 90.37 on the Aussie yen. Canadian yen, you can see these are holding on to these wedge formations, aren't they, in the patterns? But this is very, very powerful chart, the Canadian yen. And you can probably see why. It's now in an exhaustion phase of phase 5, and we've got an ABC pattern. That's very strong, heading for 153. That's 1,000 pips almost. So if you want to make a lot of money, start thinking about getting ready for the yen pairs. Now the pound yen, I have gone short this on the lower time frame. Happy with it. It's not doing much. But in terms of the technicals on the daily, I'd really want to see a break of this neckline here on this double top to continue that downtrend and down heading for 183.97. We will get more information as the price breaks down and more targets. So congratulations on gold. Today on this 10-minute chart, if you'd held on to this like some of you have, then you're talking about, if you trade the Asian session, I don't, but if you got in here at 1 a.m. GMT, if you're trading the Asian session, then you are now and holding on 553 pips in profit. So congratulations. Now the London session got slightly less than that, didn't we? We got what did we get? 180 pips, I think, something like that. But nonetheless, it's a great profitable day. Now if you want to, and I would recommend this, holding on to your positions is highly lucrative, much more lucrative when you have days like this, especially because all you do is use this as your trailing stop. Okay, so you can be locking in profits very quickly or within a few hours and guaranteed to make money, even though you might be 300 pips in profit, and it could go down even further than we suspect. So holding on to your charts, holding on to your trades is highly profitable and the best way to trade.